All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome who decides to watch this. Um, yeah, got some good information. Got some real good information for y'all today. I'm gonna get right into it too because I don't like when I'm watching a video and the information isn't like, yo, just hit me with the info and then give me the stories later, right? So I'm gonna give y'all the stories later. I'm gonna hit y'all with the info right away. Okay. Real quick. Addiction. You have to first of all realize that you're addicted to anything. You got to first of all realize that you're even addicted. Okay. Um, let's first recognize what addiction is. Okay. What is addiction inherently in your mind? Okay. And then I'm gonna get into what my day was and all this stuff that I've been going through, right? Because it helped me to, man, this meditation. First of all, I want to thank God for giving me this clarity, okay? But this meditation that I just went through because I overslept and all of this, this is what gave me this information. So check this out, okay? Addiction at the core is simply overly liking something. That's it. It's not good or bad. Don't deem it anything. It's just simply really, 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 really liking something. Okay. Really, really, really liking something. That's what addiction is. It's really, really, really liking something. And now, don't get it confused with love. It's not unconditional love because there's a condition to it. You really, really, really like it because of what it gives you, right? You really, 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 really like it because of what it gives you. It gives you something. So you really are drawn to keep getting what it's giving you, right? So you're really addicted to that. Okay. And the reason why I wanted to go over naturally curing your addiction is because that's the first stage. The first stage is really recognizing, okay, so I'm addicted to X, right? Whatever it is. I just have to first realize I really, 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 really like it. I really, 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 really like it. Right? Let's take off good, bad, all of that stuff. Right? I don't care if it's cocaine, meth, whatever, pornography, all of that stuff. Don't even deem it as right or wrong right now. Don't even go into that realm. Just don't even mess with it. Just leave it as it is. It's a thing. It's a thing out there. Now that you know that it's a thing out there, recognize that you really, really like it, right? Okay, I overly like this thing. Okay, so you're like, okay, well, how am I going to naturally cure this? Well, again, first you got to realize that that is the thing. You really, really, really like it. Okay, and it is a thing. Okay, then you have to go into the realm of why. Why do you really, 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 really like it? For what? Now, I'm going to let you sit on that. Okay, because that's something that you can't oh, I really like it because really, 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 really sit on that. Why do I really, really like this particular thing? What is it? What is it at the core? Now I'm gonna go over a couple slept on addictions. And you know what? I'm coming on here, y'all. I had no idea that I was addicted to anything, right? And I wouldn't even have considered myself an addict. But now, looking at my life, recognizing how I've been behaving, I'm like, oh, that's why I attract that type of essence in the institute. Again, from building this previous company, understanding that the people were drawn to the creator of that, the originator of that company, and they had these characteristics. I'm like, oh, this makes sense now. So, but did I ever think that I had addictive um personality traits or addictive characteristics or anything like that? I sure didn't. I would have told you no. But as I'm going on this massive detox, I'm now starting to understand, oh, I am. It's just slept on. I'm an addict in two areas that are the most highly slept on. highly slept on. And I'm gonna go over that. But you gotta first realize that that this is a long time of me self-developing and coming to this realization. Yeah, okay. This is a very, very long time. This is years. This is years of over 5 years of me really deeply understanding who I am at my core and continuing to go through that process, right? So, okay, again, addiction is just simply overly liking something. So let me go over the slept on addictions that I personally have struggled with. One of them really isn't slept on. The first one of the ones I'm gonna mention, it's not part of the major two that I'm gonna mention, but one of the ones I'm gonna mention that's partially slept on is pornography. That's an addiction, and it's not really addressed as an addiction, right? It's not really addressed as a problem, right? Because there's this weird thing out there where, you know, um doctors and scientists are saying, well, masturbation is helps you, and all this stuff. There's all this information out there, and trust me, I've been doing the research. I've been doing a whole bunch of looking into it. Are you supposed to ejaculate, all of this stuff, right? Just really trying to figure it out. Like, dude, what is this? What is all of this? What is going on? Then you got the retention, where people are like, no, you keep a lot of power. You keep, that's your youthful vigor. It's bone marrow. It's a lot of stuff that's in there. I'm like, what is going on here? If you look at the fundamentals of the problem with pornography, is it gives you a skewed view of procreation, right? Of what sex is really about. And even outside of procreation, it's supposed to be a mutual loving bond between two people, which it distorts that as well, which could distort your view for your future relationships and everything else. Okay, so that's one that's completely slept on as well too. It's not really defined the way it's supposed to be defined. But I'm a month and a half in. Or actually, I'm 2 months in to this non-pornography. Don't look at it like, no, and I'm gonna give you the natural way I'm starting to understand we can really beat anything we want to, y'all. We can really champion anything, any addiction we really want to, y'all. And I'm starting to realize that, right? I'm like, oh, this is actually easy. And it that's gonna rub some people the wrong way. But if you just understand that you really like what you're addicted to, if you really understand that you really like what you're addicted to, you will realize that it is easy to just let it go. Okay, but I'm gonna go deeper into that, y'all. But the first one that I was gonna talk about, and my man right here just already put it down, is food. Food, y'all. Food is a pandemic. Okay, that's a pandemic addiction, y'all. And why is it a bad addiction? Because we use it for the same reasons we would use these other addictions that we consider bad. What does a person use pornography for? Well, because they feel in some type of way. What do you use food for? Because I'm feeling some type of way. What's the difference? What's the difference? There is none. There is no difference. Your utilization of that particular thing is exactly the same as another thing. Why do people want to get high? Why do people want to smoke crack or cocaine or meth or whatever the case may be? Because they're using it because they feel a certain type of way. And so you use this thing to make yourself feel different. When you're in this feeling, you're like, I'm going to use this to make me feel this way. That is literally all it is, y'all. So yes, it is. Food is 100% one of the most major pandemics of a problem of addiction specifically in this country right now. Okay. Number two, y'all. Number two gonna catch you. Number two gonna catch you. Cause I just realized this. And I must have to go through what I had to go through today to really understand it. Number two is gonna slap you over the head with a loaf of bread. With a loaf of bread, y'all. Number two is emotions. You are your own drug. I want you to sit on that. I want you to really sit on that. Because I just want you to really sit on that. Please, please, really sit on that. Emotions is the one of the most slept on addictions of all time. I'm addicted to anger, y'all. I'm so addicted to it. Why? Because it gives me power. It gives me strength. It gives me focus. I didn't realize this until this morning. So I'll go into the story, right? There has been multiple things, and I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, God, what are you trying to show me, dog? This is crazy. I'm going through, and me personally, right? Another person might look at what I'm going through and be like, Kev, come on. But this is just me and my personal experience, right? In the last few days, and I'm gonna be real raw with y'all because I want to help you to understand that you can truly, truly, truly beat any addiction within yourself. Now there are some are latched on to parts of your brain that's gonna be harder than others. But these sleepers though, the food and the emotions. So then if you have food and you emotionally eat, you pretty much are a heroin addict. It is, yeah, chemically you are messed up just like heroin, y'all. Listen to that. Understand that. Because if you can be addicted to emotions and then you emotionally eat, so you're also addicted to food, you got a uphill battle like never before. So yes, some of y'all are in the exact same boat as these people that we might look at as really bad off. Meth addicts, heroin addicts. Cuz chemically, look at what you did to yourself. Emotional and food at the same time is ridiculously powerful. Do you understand that? Do you really, really understand what I'm talking about right now? I'm telling you, only by the grace of God do I understand this right now. Because I have no idea how I came upon this information. Besides me being super pissed off this morning because I overslept, right? But there has been a number of things that has been leading me to choose that emotion. That has been my test for this past week. Kev, are you going to choose anger? 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 Over and over and over again. I'm going through this divorce process, to be 100 with y'all, currently as we speak, right? And I'm extremely skeptical because I've been through the process a few times, and something happened to where the last individual, the last preparer that I had try and take care of it, totally dropped the ball. I also dropped the ball, so I'm not exempt. But then I'm real skeptical. Then and it's just leading me towards being angry. It's just, and then if we tie all of that into your thoughts become things, and where you place your attention, y'all, this is so subatomic right now. This is so deep. I truly, truly hope that you can grasp this information, and I hope I'm articulating it properly. because this is ridiculously deep to the core of your being, of yourself. You got to realize, yo, I'm addicted to something. And so as I've dropped off all of my pacifiers, I will say, pornography to give me that dopamine hit, as I've dropped that off for the last 2 months, I've been more conscious. I've had the ability to be more conscious, which is going to have you feel a lot more, right? So it's like, okay, boom. So that automatically puts me into a more conscious state. Then I drop off, in tandem with that, which I didn't really mention, I dropped off cannabis because I really, really love cannabis, y'all. So I dropped that off because I'm like, that's an external thing that I want to. Something just told me to do it. Something just told me to do it. I don't even find nothing wrong with it, y'all. But that's because I'm not able to see it's something God was trying to show me. He like, just drop it off, dog. Just drop it off. It's gonna be all right. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to show you something. Just drop it off. Because I personally have no quarrels with it, right? I've a lot of the ideas that I've come on here with, I've had prior in meditation sessions or in just brain, you know what I'm saying, brain expanding thought, brainstorming sessions to where I've came with some great ideas here, right? However, it's an external thing. It's an external thing outside of you. Now just hear me out, because you are the most powerful thing on the planet. You and your brain and your body and your soul and your spirit and everything that you are. You are the most powerful thing on the planet right now. And to realize that is a culmination of a lot of different feelings. Okay? So listen. So I'm battling with anger because I dropped these two things off, which made me way more conscious of things that are happening. Right? So yesterday, um, man, how many things can I name that happened? Right? Yesterday, my son stubbed his toe. He's crying. He's going through some stuff. I can't really sleep. Cupcake, her, trying to put her down for naps and trying to put her down for sleep at the end of the night. That's all frustrating. Her crying throughout the day. Um, a lot of stuff was going on yesterday. Let's just say that. Let's just say a lot of stuff is going on in your life, and let's just pertain it to you. Let's say somebody died. Let's say there was also a car accident at the same time. Let's say um, you lost your job that day. All of that, y'all. Let's dive into that. And now you can say, well, Kev, you haven't been through that. You haven't been through that. I understand that, but let's go over the fundamental properties of what's going on inside of you. Because guess what? We all have a choice. We all have a choice to choose how we decide to be. To choose how we decide to be. And now I'm gonna give you one of my natural cures that I had no idea was a part of the institute. I have no idea, y'all. I didn't. This is way bigger than just me creating something and trying to get money from people. I see that now, because what I just did, what I had to force myself to do to calm down, and then I woke up late, right? I woke up late this morning, didn't even get to go to the workout. And what did I decide to do? I decided to be pissed. I decided to be pissed. I was super pissed because I'm like, I missed my workout today. I missed my. How you gonna claim to be this dude? You can't even wake up. right? I did a 24-hour fast yesterday. Whether or not that had any um reason why I just slept through my alarm. Somehow miraculously my alarm tone was changed. I did not change my alarm tone, y'all. And it was changed to some audio, which is why I slept through it. And I'm like, who did what is going on? What is really going on here? That's what once I looked at my, because I'm like, what, missed alarm? Like, I get it. I'll remember when I get up and I shut it off, and then I can, okay, now I'm pissed. But I looked at it and it said missed, and I'm like, no, I completely slept through it. But that's rare. That's a really rare thing. So I'm like, man, what the heck? And I'm like, what's the alarm tone? How did I miss it? And it's some Dr. Joe Dispenza stuff. Actually, let me even no, hold on. Let me look at what that even was. Because there are messages everywhere, y'all. There are messages everywhere, and you gotta really pay attention. You gotta really pay attention. So it got switched over to this Dr. Joe Dispenza thing. Um I only have one Dr. Joe Dispenza audio in my playlist, so let me look at what that even is. Because that could be a message. That could be a message. So let's check this out. Let's see what's going on here. Cuz I'm like, what? Dr. Joe Dispenza, train. Oh, what's the full name of this? What's the full name of this? Wow, I'm about to trip out. I'm about to really trip out. Um y'all, I can't make this up. I don't I didn't change. Y'all, I know 100% I haven't been smoking. My memory isn't gone. I did not change. I did not change my alarm tone. I did not change my alarm tone. I did not change my alarm tone. This says train your mind to feel the way you want. I got, y'all don't understand. I got chills right now. This doesn't make any sense at all. This doesn't make any sense at all. 0 sense right now. I didn't change it. I did not change it. I had no reason to change it. I had no reason to change my alarm tone. So look, we choose. We choose what we want to do, y'all. We choose how we want to feel. We choose everything. So okay. So what I want to do is just give y'all what I did um to seemingly hit these ideas. Um I have two meditations that just so happen to be a part of the program. I decided to combine them today. Um I combined them today, y'all. One is called focused thought, the other one is stillness. And that's what I did. So I don't know. I'll have to practice that to really figure out what, if it's doing anything, if it did anything. Um, but this time, which is what I'm gonna do tomorrow with our live meditation for the people in the institute, is with the focused thought. I did I did probably 15 breaths, and I just did them back to back to back to back. Usually I do 5 breaths, take a break, then do deeper, but I just did deep ones, 15 back to back. And then as immediately after I was done with the 15th breath of the focused thought, and what focused thought is you breathe in and you think of a thought. And I was thinking of love, because I'm like, man, I need it more than anything at this point in time. But you breathe in and you also think of a thought. So it's like you're training your mind to breathe in and think a thought. And so as you breathe in normally, my hypothesis, my idea is that you will begin to operate that way. Because if you breathe in and think love and you continuously practice that, the way that a human being is designed, you should autonomously just start thinking that as you breathe in on a regular basis. That's just a theory, y'all. That's just a theory that I had. So I created that meditation. And so I did that 15 times and then I immediately dropped right into stillness. And I'm like, I'm okay, done. I'm just sit right here. I'm not gonna move. Stillness is not moving. It's trying not to swallow. It's trying not to blink. It's trying not to itch. It's trying not to move your eyes, move your head, nothing. It's sitting completely still. And yeah. And then I'm sitting there and I came up with these ideas. I'm writing notes in my phone, or I'm thinking the ideas first. I'm thinking the ideas first. I write down battling addiction, the secret addiction behind your addiction, the emotion that fuels it. You are your own drug. That's what I wrote down in my notes in my phone. Because I had to break the meditation because I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that? How does that what? I was like, wait a minute. I've never thought this before. Like I've never thought these things before. All my past lives, everything. I've never come to this awareness before, ever. So I'm like, what the heck was that, dude? Okay. Um, yeah. So I'm in the natural way of curing your addiction, right? The reason why I titled it that is because I was highly upset. I was highly, highly, highly upset, and that's my addiction. So the natural way to replace your addiction is for you to find something that you can do to replace that feeling. So instead of being angry, I wanted to be calm. So I was breathing in and relaxing, breathing in and relaxing, breathing in and relaxing, breathing in, focusing on a thought and relaxing. And then I sat there, stillness, and I forgot. Then I forgot. I was mad. Then I come up with ideas. And it's like, okay, do I still feel a little of that like, man, dude, I wish I would have got up. Sure, but the fury, the sheer utter man, y'all, you have to this is the most consistent I've probably been in a long time with the meditation practices. Because as I created all of these, the most I've done probably was 90 days. Now my the program is 77 days, and I'm going through it again. I'm going through the program again, and so I don't know how many days I'm in now, but um the consistency, because me trying to keep up with Zach B100 with y'all, the consistency that I had to do. So it's been 77 days consistently, y'all, consistently that I've been having to do these meditations and these practices. 77 days consistently. This ain't I definitely want to make sure you don't think that this is something that's going to work you through these processes in one day. It's not going to naturally cure you in one day. I'm I've been having thoughts, yeah, the like watching pornography, sure, why not? It's super easy. Yeah, those thoughts are there, right? Be mad, be upset. Yeah, those thoughts are there, right? And dealing with this again, the divorce process, and why isn't it working? Why is it working? Whatever, being mad at my spouse, whatever the case may be, like it, those thoughts will be there, And I've been pissed. I was pissed. Yes. Oh, and then the major thing that happened to me yesterday, I lost my keys. I lost my keys and I had the opportunity to blame someone, which could have been my spouse because I thought that she was mad at me for a particular reason. For the whole divorce process, to be 100 with y'all. I could have chose to be upset at her, but I was like, something kept telling me, no, dude, this is you. You gotta deal with this. This is you. And a lot of signs, or a lot of falsified signs too. You really want to. That's why you gotta be really clear headed. That's why you got to be really clear headed, because there's a lot of falsified signs that could lead you into a direction that makes you think it's your intuition, that makes you think that, oh, I'm going to blame this individual for this because I think they did it. I think she hid my keys. I think this. I could have thought that, but I kept combating that. I'm like, no, no, I'm not going to go into that realm. I'm not going to think that. And lo and behold, we find my keys, and yeah, nobody hit them. Nobody hit him. And that was probably one of the most relieving feelings I've ever felt in a long time. And we do that a lot. We want to blame something. We want to blame somebody. We want to place blame instead of just. I just let it go, and I just was like, hey, you know what? I just misplaced them, man. So it's over. Like, just forget it. It's cool. And to be 100 with y'all, I prayed to God. I was like, dude, just reveal where the keys are, man. And sure enough, out of nowhere, my mom's like, I decided to check this couch one more time. I flip couches over, y'all. But specifically, this part of the couch on the side in the crack, there's like cushion. And if I set my keys on there, we did an experiment too. We were experimenting to see how it happened. And if you set the keys on this crack and that crack opens up, there's cushion in between the crack, and it'll swallow it up and you won't even notice it. I got up, I set the keys right there next to me, got up, turned around, keys were gone. Didn't know that though. Wouldn't have known that if I would have went into the blame game. Would have thought I was right too. Be really careful with that. Be really, really careful with that. Just do what you can do. Just do what you can do to control you and accept everything as your responsibility. It doesn't matter if you're being done wrong or not. It doesn't even, none of that even matters, y'all. None of that even matters. That was a major, major breakthrough yesterday. But not to get too sidetracked again, um, this has been 77 days consistently, because that's how long the program is. This has been 77 days consistently that I've been doing meditation. So don't think you just go up and just do 15 breaths and be okay. Nope. And then as I'm dropping off these actual addictions and choosing to use my own body as the cure, and my own breath and my own thinking and my own source of me and prayer and everything else to calm myself down from my addiction of anger, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. You're gonna have withdrawals. You're gonna be pissed for no reason sometimes if addiction is your thing, right? Because that's what I was going through. I had no idea I was this addicted to it, man. And I may have mentioned that before, that I'm addicted to anger, and that's just one of my things. But in this process and realizing all of this, y'all, it's for us to really champion our own lives and to really dive into ourselves and really be honest with ourselves, and really understand that it's simply a choice. It's simply a choice. You always have a choice every single time to do it or to not do it. Simple as that. And when you choose to do it, you can't sit here and lie to yourself and say that something else made you do it. That's the blame. That's the blame. No, you're choosing every time. You have to go through the process every time, whether it's rolling up or it's grabbing the needle. And you can say you're being controlled, but by who? By what? By you. And if you can really, really, really capture that information, y'all, it will absolutely change your life. And I'm so sincere. I'm so serious with that, y'all. If I would have decided to watch some pornography yesterday because I'm so, it's got a hold on me. I'm choosing to press the buttons, y'all. There's nothing controlling me. There's nothing controlling me. And that's going to be an ongoing thing. Why? Because I really like looking at naked people, I guess. Like what? But it's like, are you going to choose to say, no, this is not beneficial for me? Or are you going to choose to say, well, the way I feel, though, I want to feel this feeling more than I understand the logic. It really just comes down to a choice. It really just comes down to a choice, man. And that's a hard, that's the red pill, man. That's the red pill in the matrix. Once you realize that, you fully jacked out. You fully jacked out. That's not to say that you're not gonna have struggles though. Right? And that's not to say that it's not going to look a little grimmer depending on how you decide to look at it. Because it's what, you in the matrix, maybe you had all of this stuff, and then all of a sudden you get jacked out the matrix, you on this bogus ship with raggedy clothes, and you see what I'm saying? Like, it's all how you decide. Everything is how you decide. And I'm not going into the realm that you're going to be able to do this very quickly. Again, I've been disciplined in meditation for the past 77 days for sure. I can say that for sure. And this is how all of this came about. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today, y'all. Man, I hope some of this information hit. I really do hope it helps somebody, man, because I'm just like, I gotta choose every single day. I gotta choose every single day until it becomes normal, right? And even when you feel really, really powerful, it's gonna creep up on you at a certain time. It crept up on me last night. I was this close. I was this close to jumping right back in the circle. Like, yeah, let's look at this real quick. Real quick, come on, let's do it. What? After 2 months? For what? For what? For the feeling, because it feels good, right? For the feeling. But what am I doing here? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? And that's what you gotta ask yourself, man. Are you committed, man? Are you committed to yourself? Are you committed to yourself? Because that's what it's really about. Are you committed to you? And how can I want a new relationship or a new person or whatever the case may be, and I can't be committed to my own self, y'all? You see how crazy that sounds? You can't be committed to your own self, and you want somebody else to be committed to you, or you want to get into another committed relationship? How does that make sense, man? It doesn't make any sense at all. So really think about these things, y'all. Food is an addiction. Emotions are and can absolutely 1000% be an addiction. And you have the choice to dive into those things or not. Man. All right. But yeah, the cure is deciding. That's what the answer is. If that didn't come across, the cure is deciding and committing to a process that will help you to get back to center, to get back to yourself, to know that you really don't need those things outside of you. You may claim, oh, I need this to calm down. That's what I was saying, y'all. I'm like, oh, cannabis. I need that to calm down because it just helped me to calm down. I've tried other things before. It's like, you ain't went through the process though, kid. You haven't gone 90 days in the process though, kid. 90 days of not going through going and just being like, oh, okay, I give up. This is the only cure. It has to be something outside of yourself. Like, nah, man. It's you. It's you. And you could do it. And you could do it. And you have to believe that you can do it. You really gotta believe that you can do it. Pray to God about it, man. Cause he know you could do it. He know you could do it. This stuff, man, all of this stuff, dude. This is wild, man. Some wild stuff that happened today and yesterday and the last few days. It's been some wild stuff. But yeah, let's see here. Sometimes I randomly stop doing something I crave to ensure I remind myself I am in control, feeling like I need a cup of coffee, nothing but water for the next 20 days. Hey, that's beast mode training right there. I like that. I like that. That's what's up. That's a great one. That's a really good practice, y'all. That's a really good practice. Um, let's see. Do you think you get angry because you have no control over your reality? Now, I have full control over my reality. So the reason why I get angry is because I'm choosing it, man, because I'm addicted to it, because I at some point got I at some point loved the idea of being angry. I don't know exactly when that was, but at some point I loved the idea of being angry. And I decided to continue to go into it. And I probably saw, whoa, this makes me stronger, faster, everything. Okay, so let's say, hey, mind, we really like when this happens because you get really adept at a lot of different things when you're mad, Kev. So we're gonna just lock that into your subconscious. You don't even have to think about it. Don't just forget that we even said that, and we're just gonna activate that when it's time. That's how your subconscious work, y'all. That's why you don't think about walking. Cause they like, oh yeah, okay, we're gonna wire this stuff up. We're gonna put it together so that you don't even have to think about doing it anymore. Cause we really like doing this. It's the same. It's mechanistically the exact same thing. That's the ridiculous amount of power you got. That's what's really tripped out. That's what you really need to think about. Because we can say we weak all day and we need this and we need that, and you're not even realizing how powerful you really are. So yeah, no, we got 100% control of our reality, really, to be honest with you. And now thinking about it, yeah, yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. y'all, y'all funny, man. Um, yeah. Yeah, I need to control my emotions so it helps my feelings. Yeah, man, it's a long ride, Chris. Don't even trip, dog. It's a long ride, bro. I've been on this one, dude. Trust me. I've been on this one for a grip. Don't let that discourage you though. It's for us to rewire that, because some of those things that are really hardwired, that's like I made a video before, y'all. Try to unlearn how to walk. Try to unlearn how to walk. Yeah, have fun with that. That's the type of battle we up against, y'all. Okay, that's the type of battle we up against. So yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for staying on. For everybody that decided to stay on, I really hope that this benefits someone. I love sharing revelations like this. I love coming on here and being able to share this and sending it out into the the internet, and hopefully somebody come across it and they find some benefit from it, man. It ain't got nothing to do with the institute or anything, but that's what the institute is built for. 1000 is built to help people to find this type of information, man. It's true. I'm tripped out today. I'm pretty tripped out today. um but yeah, food is an addiction. Emotions are an addiction. Okay. And some of us are very addicted to those things and we don't know it. And the two in combination are extremely deadly. Extremely. Because if you are an emotional eater, you're a highly you basically own heroin, man, straight up. Like, just in the reality of it. If you're an emotional eater and emotions are addicting and food is addicting, that's like two superpowered, man. It's that's a battle. That's a battle, y'all. So we do. And I'm not saying I'm exempt. I just came to this awareness to where I feel like I was able to articulate it in this way, and hopefully it helps somebody to be more self-aware to where they start the process of, okay, yo, I really gotta, man, I got some work to do. Got some work to do. And so realizing that, and now I know why. I'm like, man, why can't I stop being angry? It's because I've been choosing it for so long. I'm so ingrained in the process of being angry, of allowing myself to be angry right away. The subconscious hitting me quick, fast, like, let's go, anger. That's what we want. That's what we've been doing for the last 20 something years. Let's go. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, just think about that, y'all. Okay. I really, really, really appreciate you guys for being on. I love you for sharing your energy with me. Um, yeah. But you can cure it. You can cure it. You can cure it. You can. You can. You absolutely can. You just got to be willing to go through all of the feelings of your body rejecting, not your body rejecting, wanting to let that go, wanting to let that feeling go. Because it's like, dude, we did all this work. We did all this work to program anger to help you. And you mean to tell me you don't want it anymore? Your body's pissed. Like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You just gotta coach it. Hey, come on. This is we switching gears. We switching gears. This is where we going now. And yes, it's going to be a battle. It simply is. Because you going against your own self, as we always say. So yeah, just remember, y'all, mindset, man. Mindset, mindset matters more than anything else. Man, that quote keeps getting deeper. Keeps getting deeper. Mindset matters more than anything else, y'all. Okay? Focus on the good somehow. I overslept. The good part, I came up with all of this. I probably wouldn't have done that if I would have went through my same routine. Probably wouldn't have came up with it. That's just the reality of it. That's the real. So yeah, think about these things, y'all. Really think about this stuff. Love you guys. Have a fantastic rest of the week. Again, open enrollment for the institute will be next week, starting at the top of next week. So look out for that. Yeah. Yep. See you guys next time. Anytime. Out.